Let me ask you something. Have you ever known you were meant for more, but no matter how hard you work, your life just doesn't reflect it? You feel like you're working and pushing, but something invisible is pulling you back. You take one step forward and two steps back. It's like your results aren't matching your potential. And it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's because your subconscious mind has been lying to you about who you are, what you're capable of, and what you're allowed to have. And today I'm going to show you how to expose the lie, break the chains, and rewrite your results. Because until you deal with the subconscious programs running underneath your actions, you'll keep sabotaging the very success you say you want. So get ready, let's go deep. The hidden war in your mind. See, most people live their entire lives trying to change external results, while the internal script running the show stays untouched. And according to neuroscientists at the Max Planck Institute, up to 95% of your behavior is controlled by the subconscious mind. That means only 5% of what you do in a day is based on conscious thought. The other 95%, it's autopilot. It's habits, beliefs, assumptions, and stories that were downloaded onto your mind without permission. And here's the thing. Most of those beliefs came from pain, from childhood, from rejection, from people who spoke death over your dreams, from teachers who said you wouldn't amount to anything, from a culture that convinced you success was reserved for somebody else. The subconscious mind doesn't ask whether something is true or not. It simply records and repeats. That's why Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." It doesn't say work harder. It says think differently because your thoughts shape your reality. One of the biggest lies the subconscious tells you: you're not good enough, not smart enough, not experienced enough, not worthy of the life you want. And so you self-sabotage, you delay, you procrastinate, you play small, not because you want to, but because a voice in your head whispers that no one is listening anyway. So why even bother? And I remember being younger and hearing people say, "You can't do that. You think you're going to be somebody?" I didn't come from a bunch of money. I didn't come from a big trust fund. But what I did have was doubt all around me. But I had to stop listening to it. Because the truth is, God never said you weren't enough. In fact, Psalm 139:14 says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made, not broken, not average, wonderfully made." But your subconscious doesn't automatically believe that. You have to reprogram it. You have to rewire it. And that takes work, intention, and strategic daily work. So let's talk about the science of rewriting the script. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and best-selling author, teaches that when you consistently think a thought, your brain wires itself to expect that outcome. You literally sculpt your mind with repetition. So if every day you rehearse the story, "I'm stuck, I'm not good enough, no one cares what I say," you're strengthening those neural connections. And this subconscious underlining voice, some of us don't even realize, is playing on repeat over and over again in our brains every day. But the opposite is also true. If you begin to feed your subconscious new language, new images, and new habits, the brain will adapt. Neuroplasticity means your brain can change, but you have to flood it with a new narrative. That's why inside the accelerated mindset, I focus heavily on mindset first before people start building their business. Because before we talk about offers or marketing or systems, we have to make sure your mind isn't rejecting the very success you're building. So if your internal thermostat is set to struggle, hard work, your unconscious mind will sabotage easier work or smarter work. If you ever heard the saying, work smarter, not harder. So you'll repel abundance. So I go deep. We rewire. We replace the virus with vision. So the power of identity. Let me ask you a question. Who are you when no one else is watching? Because your subconscious doesn't respond to goals. It responds to identity. You don't get what you want. You get who you are. So you have to vibrate at the frequency of receiving, of it's okay to accept a gift. It's okay to accept this amount of money. Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." So if you don't think you're worthy, or if you don't think that you're worth that amount of money, what do you think is going to happen? You get what you believe. So if deep down you believe you're broke, unworthy, or always overlooked, guess what shows up in your life? Scarcity, stagnation. But if you start aligning with the truth, that you are chosen, that you are called, that you are an heir to the kingdom, then you start making different decisions. You walk different, you speak different, you charge different, and yes, you attract different. Let's talk about people and how they will try to hold you down. Now let me get real with you for a second. Not everyone will clap when you change. Some of the same people who say you've changed are the ones who prayed you'd stay stuck. When I was younger, I had people tell me I couldn't do it. You run the streets too much. You dropped out of school. You think you can start a business with no degree? But I realized something powerful. The people trying to hold you back are often just scared you'll prove it's possible. Even though their intentions may be good with some of them, they don't understand what you have in your heart. And it just might be because if you win, they have no more excuses for their own lives. But hear me, your life is not a democracy. You don't need a vote to rise. The only permission you need is the one you give yourself. The likability factor and relationships. Let's talk about that. Here's another lie your subconscious might tell you. You have to be liked by everyone to succeed. Or nobody likes you, so why even bother? And they're both wrong. Likability is powerful, but it starts with you liking yourself first. And when you like yourself first, your subconscious passes that vibration to those around you. Or you can say your frequency. And authenticity is the most magnetic force in human interaction. People don't connect with perfect. They connect with real, with people who tell the truth, with people who walk in alignment with purpose. When you heal your mind, your energy shifts. When your energy shifts, your relationships change. When your relationships change, your network grows. And when your network grows, your opportunities explode. And yes, your income follows. So let's bring this full circle. The battle is not just practical, it's spiritual as well. 2 Corinthians 10:5 tells us to cast down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity. So every thought that goes against what you feel your purpose to do, cast it down. That includes the subconscious thoughts that say, you'll always struggle. Nobody wants what you have. You're not capable. And these are lies. But you have to decide. You have to take responsibility. You have to say, enough. I'm rewriting this script. I'm building a new system. I'm not waiting for permission to become who I was always meant to be. And if that's you, then the work begins now. I invite you to check out my current offer, Permanent Vacation Empire, where I show you how to build a one-person business that gives you freedom and the potential income you deserve. And now it's time to rewrite the story. Everything down in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you soon.